guys, what's up? It's Hex here. Today we're going to take a look at the lantern. When this new snapshot came out, I decided that I wasn't going to jump the gun and start making videos about things in the snapshot until after like a little while. And then this lantern thing came out and I was like, you know what? I need to do a video about lanterns because lanterns might be the coolest addition in the snapshot so far. I really like some of the new stuff, and I've got some theories about these weird crafting table things that we've got. But what I wanted to show today was not design ideas with the lantern, because I think that those are probably pretty obvious and most people could probably figure out all kinds of things to do with it. But more importantly, like what the lantern can and cannot attach itself to at this point. So I'm currently in snapshot 18W43A. Is that right? Let me F3 this just to double check. No, 46A. Sorry, 18W46A. Okay, so basically what I've done here is any block that the lantern can be placed on, I placed it on it. Any block that it can't, there is no lantern. So currently, whatever this thing is, the grinding stone, also a very cool block. Yeah, you can see some stuff. I've been playing around with the grinding stone. Anyway, I've been playing around with some things in the background, but that's for another video. Yeah, so this one doesn't have a lantern on top of it. That means you cannot place a lantern on top of it, okay? The conduit, I don't know why I did a conduit, but there it is. You can't put one on top of that either. Now, some of these have a torch in front of it. That indicates that that block actually can have a torch placed on top of it. Because my initial thought was all of the lanterns can go on top of all of the blocks that the torch can go on, and they can't go on top of any that the torch can't go on. So like, for example, let me grab a torch. Yeah, for example, like this one here, you can't place a torch on it. I'm right-clicking and no dice, right? So that one, I started to assume like, oh, well, if you can't place a torch on it, maybe the lantern has exactly the same rules as the torch. It's not quite true. So I'm just going to quickly scan these. So here's some of the, I don't even know what this thing is, a blast furnace, a smoker, I don't even know. A barrel, this grindy thing, fence post. These you cannot place the lantern on top of, which I'm kind of disappointed about, honestly. This one here, like, it seems like you should be able to place the lantern on top of that. I don't know. But, okay, you can place it on that one. You cannot place a lantern on top of a torch. That's what that torch is doing here. Not on the cactus. Now this you can place torches on top of, but you cannot place lanterns on top of. So that's what I mean by the torches in front of it, to indicate that, yes, torches, no lantern. So no half slabs, but yes, half slabs that are on top. That makes sense. This is a big bummer to me because you guys know I love to use these for shelves. So it seems like you should be able to place a shelf and then place a lantern on top of it, but that's a no-go. All right, beds. This thing, oddly. Okay, we'll just kind of scan through. Now regular ice, so this is the packed ice and this is the blue ice. Regular ice, you cannot place a torch or you cannot place a lantern on it. I don't even know about a torch. But I don't know why you'd want to, because it melts anyway. So yeah, this is disappointing as well. This is kind of scary. Now pistons, this one's really interesting. Cannot place the lantern on top of the piston, but you can put it next to the piston like this, and the piston will actually move the lantern without breaking it. So yeah, that I don't know if that's going to be like a thing, but maybe you can use pistons to do stuff with lanterns. You can place the piston the lantern underneath the piston, but it will break it if you move it. So I don't know if this is intended behavior and that's how it's going to be in the final or not, but that's how it is as of the snapshot. All right, that one. Oddly, you cannot place it on top of the hopper, but you can underneath it. This was to test the redstone output of this as far as the observer block. So like, you can see that the lantern has a bit of animation to it. I was thinking maybe the observer can pick up that as a block change, but it can't. Nor can it underneath. All right, moving along, moving along, moving along. Moving along, there we go. Okay, now that's not every block in the game, of course, but that's some of the ones that I thought I would try out. So there you go. Now this row is everything you can place it underneath. So this one, obviously, you cannot place the lantern underneath it, even with shift clicking. It doesn't work. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Now this, I really wish you could put it underneath the iron bar. I don't know why they didn't make it so you could do that, or the glass. It really seems like you should be able to place it under regular glass. I mean, honestly. But, whoa, a shulker box suddenly appeared. That was a trip. Did you guys see that? It like wasn't there, and that's there again. Anyway, there we go. So you can't put it underneath a stair like this, but you can put it underneath a stair like that. That makes sense to me. All right. You can't put it under glowstone. You can put it underneath hoppers, oddly enough. Huh. All right. And there you go. You can't put it underneath a bell underneath something. And you can't place it underneath these as well, which is also a little bit disappointing. And the conduit again. I got like on a tangent with the conduits. And this is interesting. This one here, the lantern is actually sitting on the block below it. Okay, so it's not hanging from the sand, but the sand is also not breaking. I placed the sand directly on top of the lantern. Now, if you were to like place the lantern while the sand is falling, it'll actually break the sand. So I don't know if this is intended or not, but that's how it is right now in the snapshot. Okay, that's all I got on this lantern thing. I love it. It looks really cool at night. They're very nice. But yeah, you can figure out how to decorate with them. They look like tiny little, Japanese houses. So if you want to build like a little Japanese scene out of tiny little lanterns, you could do that. All right. Anyway, enough messing around. Well, guys, this has been Hex. I hope you'd enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. More importantly, hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you try out these lanterns, and I hope you like them as much as I do. But, yeah, I hope you're having a great day. And God bless.